Okay, what number day are we? Day 14?
Yeah.
Day 14. We are sitting in downtown Montreal. Hey guys.
Hello.
Hey buddy. And yeah, we drove down here. We were warned about the traffic in advance. They were right. Getting a car down here is interesting, but we're here and we're in the old town area. So it's kind of got that European style to it. And we're just kind of down here getting our money's worth on our parking. So we're gonna hang out for a little while. Probably have some lunch here soon. And not now, soon though. And then we will be heading back and figuring things out. Relaxing the rest of the day probably, but we'll be down here till later, probably experiencing rush hour heading back. Alright, pretty Canadian money. We just withdrew so that we don't have to pay with our card everywhere.
Money?
It's got good looking money actually.
What?
It's got sparkle.
colorful.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on. Away. Kids are doing their fried food, of course. These guys are on strike. I have no idea why. Nor do I care, to be honest. They're very European looking down here. It's kind of cool. Place reminds me of like Italy. Alright, Eliana, what do you got to say?
I finished working in my journal about Tortola, and I wrote that we went to these caves with water in them, and then we went to these baths or something, and then we went inside, and there was so much living life. And when I first saw it, I was surprised, and yeah.
All right, she's talking about our British Virgin Island trip that we did just before this. And Nathan, I think, is working on his. Yeah, and we're sitting out here near the old port in Montreal. Just hanging out, figuring out where we're going. We're going through the history museum, archaeology museum. It's basically the history of Montreal. They actually do a really good job. It's going all underground, showing the history of things. The red dot is where we are currently. Then it goes out this way. This is 1802. There's that red dot again. They do a really good job.
But don't worry, it will pass.
So we're we're in like a little kiddie section of the museum for pirate stuff. Supposed to be more interesting for the kids, so we just come check it out. They kind of just put it right on top of the stuff we were doing earlier. We're on our way back to the KOA, and apparently one of us thinks it's been a really long day. What about you, Ellie? Are you the one?
Continue on Autoroute 10 for 2 miles.
Okay then.